People to. Could everyone take their seats? Could the young ladies in the aisle please get out of the aisles and take their seats? We had to do the pledge. Good afternoon, everyone. A little better than that, but I'm not going to ask you a second time. Uh, we're here for a great, oh, Nancy, oh my goodness. We are here for the swearing in of the next state treasurer. And I'm sure you know who that person is. Come on up here. This is the gentleman, I'm going to be brief, because I only got a certain amount of time. This gentleman has been in public service, the General Assembly, for 27 years. He was a prodigal child who started when he was 3. For the last, I would say, 18 years, he served as chair of the Economic Matters Committee. He was very well respected, both in the House and in the community, and he has a wonderful family who is sitting here, his wife, Monique. And son, DJ. There. And he also has a daughter who is in school, Nyla. Yes, and that's where she should be. So she'll see the live stream. So at this time, I'm going to call up Treasurer Nancy Kopp to give some remarks.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Speaker. And it still sounds so great to say Madam Speaker. I'm so glad to be here because we were on the Beltway and had a flat tire and just rushed in late. And I will say that the incoming treasurer also had an auto incident this week. Yes, I think maybe both of us should stay away from driving. But I'm just here to say how very honored I have been for the past 20 years to serve as treasurer of the state of Maryland. And for the 27 years, we are twins on that, working in this house, in this chamber. A life of service is a life of great reward, as Derek Davis knows. And as so many people in this room know it, it's good to see old friends. The job of treasurer is not as well known in this state as it should be, but it is vital, it's challenging, and we have a new treasurer who certainly is up to the job. Derek has been a leader in the General Assembly, as the Speaker just said, and a leader in the community, working throughout the community, reaching out and bringing people in. He knows that when we deal with numbers, they're not just numbers, they're people, they're families, they're our community. And he will be leading an office filled with public servants who are dedicated and rewarded by doing their part as they can, as we all can, to help, as my people say, tikkun olam, to repair the world, to make it better for everyone. And so I'm just here to add my thanks to Derek for stepping up to the job.
I also want to acknowledge that you see right in front of you the Governor of the State of Maryland, Larry Hogan. The Lieutenant Governor of the State of Maryland, Lloyd Rutherford, and the Deputy Secretary of State, Louis Burrund, who are here to witness. Now we're about to administer the oath. Raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Derek Davis,
Do swear
do swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and that I will be faithful
and that I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance to
and
bear true allegiance to the state of Maryland
and bear true allegiance to the state of Maryland
and support the Constitution and laws thereof,
and support the Constitution and laws thereof,
and that I will,
and that I will,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
diligently and faithfully,
diligently and faithfully,
without partiality or prejudice,
without partiality or prejudice,
execute the office of treasurer
execute the office of treasurer
according to the Constitution and laws of this state.
according to the Constitution and laws of this state.
Congratulations, Mr. Treasurer.
You gotta do it a second time.
Since we have two houses in the General Assembly, so we got to do it twice to make sure it really sticks. So we're going to have on the Senate side.
Good afternoon. So in the awkward moment of in-between swearing-ins, funny fact, why does this happen? Why do we have a joint swearing-in ceremony? It is because there used to be two separate treasurers, the treasurer of the Eastern Shore, the treasurer of the Western Shore. It was the Constitution of 1851 that brought them together and made them jointly appointed by the House and Senate together. And so moving forward, we are now moving from the 23rd to the 24th treasurer since the 1851 Constitution, which is a pretty remarkable piece of Maryland history here. And so I have the distinguished duty of the three-line swearing in. Very briefly, before I do that, I do want to just thank Treasurer Kopp, who has just been the ultimate and consummate public servant. Not only, of course, here in the legislature, but as treasurer has brought a brand new perspective, especially around kind of ESG and how we use our funds to invest in people and the environment and think differently about what the future can look like. And as we are in this moment of transition, I think it's worth pausing for just a moment and thinking a year from now, I'm sorry, Mr. Governor, but at that point, we will have a brand new governor-elect, we'll have a brand new lieutenant governor-elect, we will have a brand new attorney general-elect, and a brand new comptroller-elect. And so in this moment of transition of our state, I think today is really a symbol of the stability that this state can and at our best represent. Derek Davis is a man who knows this place, knows this state, knows the priorities and the values of the people of Maryland, and will be that stabilizing force as we continue to move forward in our democracy. And I'm so excited to welcome him as the new state treasurer after this very small, short three-line swearing in. Without further ado, part two. If you would raise your hand. I state your name.
I, Derek Davis,
do swear
do swear
that I will
that I will
discharge the duties of the office of treasurer
discharge the duties of the office of treasurer
faithfully, diligently, and honestly.
faithfully, diligently, and honestly.
On behalf of the Senate, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations, sir.
You have another task you have to do. You have to sign in at the test book. To make it really official, the governor has to sign it.
The last part. Now it's official. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time and officially, the state treasurer of the great state of Maryland, Derek Davis.
Thank you all very much. May I please ask that we give Treasurer Kopp one more round of applause. I remember when she was first sworn in, I was in my 8th year, and they had announced that this was her 27th year in the House of Delegates. And I remember, and you know, as we were swearing her in, I remember thinking, there's no way in the world I'm going to be there 27 years. So as I stand before you in year 27, you know what I'm not going to do? We had a great time last week. I told myself I was not going to try to recreate that moment. So I'm going to be very brief and withhold any speech, but it's been an honor. I've been thinking the last week, I've been shadowing Treasurer Kopp, and she's been trying to kill me. You wouldn't believe just how much, and she's absolutely right, just how much the office of the treasurer does. I've been to Board of Revenue Estimate meetings, Board of Public Works meetings, joint pensions, joint committee on pensions, and just everything. In Baltimore, Annapolis, we're all over the place. So it is certainly a daunting task. I promise you, you will get my very, very best. I am so grateful for the opportunity, Speaker Jones and President Ferguson, the faith that you had in backing me. Want to thank Alex Hughes, who has been just terrific. I'm choosing my words carefully there. I'm not getting back in the doghouse. Me and Delegate Wilson have a permanent residence in the doghouse. So, but I want to thank you for all the assistance that you've given me over the years, just being able to do the job that I have to do. I keep looking up at that board. It won't be long before my name is no longer up there, and this is what I've done since as long as I can remember. So in some ways it's bittersweet, just because I love this institution so much, the House of Delegates, but I am excited. Again, I think all of you in some capacity, we've worked together to move this state forward. Mr. Governor, Mr. Lieutenant Governor, I look forward to continuing to work with you, Comptroller Francho. and we're just gonna do great things. So I guess I'll close. I gave you a song last week. I'm gonna give you one more this week. There was a lot of confusion as to who did that one, whether it was Boyz II Men, and the theme from Cooley High. So I'm gonna give you one that I know you all know. This is from Stevie Wonder. Like a fool, I went and stayed too long. I wonder if your love is still strong. Ooh, baby, here I am. Signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours. Madam Speaker, thank you very much. There are a few people here that I missed, that I don't want to miss. Starting with my former campaign aide, who's moved on now to become the congressman from the 4th Congressional District, and Anthony Brown. Please give the congressman a big round of applause. The lady who really sort of got this going for me, actually, Senator Gloria Lawler. Senator Lawler called me up one day and said, Mr. Chairman, we need to go to lunch. And I'm like, uh-oh. And then she says, we're going to Jerry's. And I said, uh-oh. And then she said, I'm buying. And I was like, what did I do? So we had a nice conversation, and she got me to thinking about it. So I do want to thank you very much, Senator Lawler. And sitting next to her was my former senator, Senator Beatrice Tigner from the 25th District. My current senator, the Senate President Pro Tem, Melanie Griffith. My district mate, the chairman of the Legislative Black Caucus, Darrell Barnes. Prince George's County State's Attorney, Aisha Braveboy. I wonder if I should just go through the room. No, we won't go through the room, because I think I know everybody. Obviously, my colleagues, each and every one of you, my wonderful staff. It's been an honor. No, I got CT last week. It's just been an honor. Who am I missing?
Oh, there's Nick.
Where?
Nick's right here. Nick.
Nick Charles, Delegate Nick Charles, the new chairman of the Prince George's County House delegation. Joining me up on stage, of course, is Derek Jr. and my wife, Monique. Is that everybody? Am I? Yep, there we go. So thank you all again very much. I appreciate you coming down. Have a great holiday, and see you down the road.